Welcome back from the break. Now, the next thing we want to look after carrying out the problem analysis, especially going through the three phases of primary need, secondary need, and tertiary need, where we talk about the need in itself as the primary, the secondary as the demography where the need exists, and the tertiary as the psychography that drives the need, the behavioral pattern, the bias, and the rest of it that makes people buy the way they buy or want what they want. These are important. Once you have carried out a good problem analysis, which is also known as a need analysis, that talks about the demand in a given market, knowing fully well that demand must always precede supply, it is time to move to the next thing, which is to convert that solution you have acquired through research, that analysis, the data you have gotten through research, into a product. Now you're going to realize that because you have done a good problem analysis, you can develop a product that people can relate with. And this is where I talked about that the purpose of this analysis is to develop a market valuable product, an MVP. That not just a minimum valuable product, but a market valuable product. So the product must be both a minimum valuable product and also a market valuable product that is able to attract the paying customer using the LCC protocol of listening, connecting, and creating. Now, I developed the LCC protocol over the last 22 years of consulting because I've discovered that oftentimes people develop products. We've seen government do that. They develop programs because they have not followed the LCC protocol of listening, connecting, and creating. You just don't create a solution. Whether you're providing a service, you must learn to listen to the market. And listening is a result of active problem analysis. Now, you've listened through the primary, secondary, and tertiary. Then you cannot connect it to a viable product, to a future function and benefit that becomes a product that the people can say, oh, this is what I've been waiting for. This can solve my problem. Is the ability to listen, connect. For this is not just for product alone. It is also for government agencies and banking. You run a bank, you need to learn to get feedback from your customers to find what kind of product are they interested in. Because when you listen, you can connect it to the pain and the comfort of your clients, and then you are able to develop a market valuable product using the LCC protocol. You even have the international agencies coming to Africa to create solutions for these countries, the developing nations, without following the LCC protocol of listening, connecting, and creating. You can't jump the two and just go to creating a solution. You need to come to the point where you will follow through the LCC protocol. So in order to do this, I said MVP is achieved by taking the following into consideration. You have to look at the cultural scenario where the problem is and where the solution is needed. You've got to look at the religion bias of the people. You've got to look at the technological level. Is there enough technological penetration? Can they relate with this? Can technology help? You've got to look at that. You've got to look at the social status of the people and find out the literacy level and the rest of it. You've got to look at the income of the people. You've got to look at the age and the sex. All this embodied listening, connecting, and then creating. Now, once you have done this, you can move to the point where you can now have a market valuable product, where sometimes we call it a market lovable product. And this is a product that is acceptable by the market. Now, because you have done an effective product and problem analysis, and you are following the LCC protocol to develop a market lovable product, your product must pass this for a principle. It's called the acceptable test. Is the product acceptable by the market? And you're going to be understanding this more when you listen to the training on product launch. Is the product acceptable by the market? Can they connect to the product as a solution to the problem? Is the product adaptable? Can the people adapt to the product? Can they use the product? Is the product usable, not just acceptable? There are products we give to certain people, take from Europe or Asia to Africa, we take from Africa to Europe, and it's not adaptable. So you want to find out, is the product adaptable to the segment? Remember, we talk about the four principles. For those of you that have listened to our training on product launch, we've talked about the four principles of marketing: the segmentation, the professionalism, the differentiation, and the concentration. Now, the segment you are reaching out to do, can they adapt the product? Then the other thing is the product available. Will there be policy that will keep this product from reaching to the market? Is the product available in that particular region? Sometimes you go online and they say this service is not available in your country. Now you want to be sure that policies, regulations will make this product available when the market needs it. So is the product available? Are all law met? Is the product available? Will it be available for use? Now the most important A is affordable. Is the product affordable to that particular segment group in the market space? So you want to ensure that the product have passed through the 4 A's. I call it the 4A test of an MVP: acceptable, adaptable, available, and affordable. We're going to be taking a break for now. Then when we come back, we're going to be looking at the third form of analysis. I hope you take time to analyze this and see where you've missed it. If you have moved from creating before connecting and listening, there's the protocol is to listen, connect, and create. I want to thank you for being part of this section. Looking forward to seeing you in the third section.